Anki ruined my life for 6 months before it saved my career. And the reason it took me so long wasn't the app. It was the way everyone told me to use it. I was spending hours on Anki every day, pre-made decks with thousands and thousands of flashcards. But then I would sit down to do UWorld or other practice questions and I would get stuck between two answer choices, constantly scanning for buzzwords that just weren't there. Plus, I had no time for questions and I was exhausted. I even scored at the top of my class on my cardiology midterm at Stanford, but I couldn't actually use anything that I'd memorized. That's when I realized Anki is just a scalpel and I had no idea how to use it effectively. So when I started medical school at Stanford in my first year, they had told me that Anki was this amazing, wonderful thing that would allow you to remember everything that you learned forever with very minimal work. At least that's what everyone told me. So I did what everyone else told me to do, which is I downloaded a bunch of pre-made decks, I used thousands of flashcards, and eventually, because I could see early results, I was like, oh my gosh, I can remember all of these facts. I started to make even my own cards. The issue is that I thought that if a little bit of something was good, then a lot of it must be better. And so instead of putting in some of the information to remember it, I would put in all of the information, entire slides from my lectures, every single detail, and every single fact that I thought that I might need to know. The promise of Anki felt incredible. It felt literally like a superpower. At first, everything was going amazing. I could drop facts and terms in conversations with other medical students. People really looked at me like I knew what I was talking about. You know how there's that silent rat race in medical school where you're always kind of comparing yourself to other people and hoping that you know a little bit more than they do? Like, it felt great because Anki allowed me to know just so many more facts, and people were like, how do you know so much? The problem is that when I sat down to do questions, I really struggled. Even though I had scored #1 on one of our cardiology midterms where I had just memorized a bunch of the facts, I was stuck constantly between two answer choices. I could recognize things, but I couldn't really use them. The issue is that I'd memorized everything, and if I am honest, I didn't actually know a ton. I was spending all my time on Anki. I had no time for actual practice questions. And that's when I realized I had to completely change my approach. So let me show you exactly what it was that I was doing wrong, because there's a good chance that you may be making some of the same mistakes that are holding you back from getting higher scores in less time. The first mistake that I made is that I relied heavily on closed deletions. One of the most common mistakes that I see when I work with students is that we like to use the closed deletion function. Closed deletions are super convenient because with one button, you are basically done. I can highlight some text and then I can hit the closed deletion button and then I'm pretty much done. The issue is that if I remember that there's a card that has angina pectoris as the first two words, and if it's 2 lines and then in the bottom right, that's where the closed deletion starts, the problem is that I started to recognize that, okay, well, in this on the desktop, if the first 2 words are angina pectoris and in the bottom right I can see the little blue closed deletion thing, then I know that the word that I'm looking for is viable and that there's no necrosis. It doesn't necessarily mean that I understand any of the concepts of necrosis or ischemia or infarction or anything else. It just means that I started to get really good at memorizing those things and using those contextual clues as ways for me to get the question correct. I wasn't learning the material, instead I was learning the card. It was really easy for me to fool myself, and so I would hit good and then I felt like I knew it. I could fool others. I could drop the term in conversations, and it was good enough that for simple exams like I was taking at Stanford when I was a medical student, I could get a lot of questions correct. But when I actually sat down and tried to apply it, I ended up getting nothing. When I do UWorld, I would recognize both answer choices, but I couldn't actually reason through which answer was correct because the closed deletion ended up just being a trap for me. Looking at this card right here, the more text that you have in the front of the card, the more that I ended up just not reading it. I would read the first couple words and then I would recognize, oh, okay, well, here, the answer must be viable. And so I would just say yes, and I got it right and move on. Alternatively, I would make a card like this where I would test myself on what the definition of the thing is. So I would say, oh, okay, well, chest pain from myocardial ischemia caused by coronary artery narrowing or vasospasm. And that was fine. But again, the problem was that I was just memorizing the definitions. The biggest issue was that closed deletions were leading directly into the second big mistake that was holding me back and making me hate Anki and my life. That mistake was memorizing without understanding. This second mistake is sneaky because it feels like learning. In medical school, depending on how the tests are written, it's easy to memorize a fact without having any idea of how to use it. But knowing words is not the same as knowing actual medicine. And this is exactly why so many people get stuck between 2 answer choices on UWorld or their NBMEs or their actual exams and not know what the correct answer is, right? We'll recognize both terms and we've seen both of them on cards, but the issue is that we can't reason through which applies where. So if you find yourself scanning for buzzwords that aren't there, oftentimes the reason is that we're just stuck memorizing a bunch of information, and Anki is just enabling us to do that thing. The reality is that step exams, shelf exams, the MCAT, and then most medical school tests now, they're really testing application, not recall. In other words, if you can't use the information, you don't actually know it in the way that they want you to know it. And so I had to learn this the hard way, since I had been literally at the top of my class in my midterm, but I couldn't ask basic clinical questions, and I really was struggling when it came to the clinical applications of these things. If we look at our previous card example, the issue here is that it's just memorizing a bunch of random words, right? I could repeat these things and convince myself that I knew exactly what this thing was, but it doesn't actually mean that I truly understand it. And if I made a bunch of cards like this, some people can use cards like this and do just fine because they themselves already understand it, and they're using Anki or pre-made flashcards as a way of trying to reinforce that knowledge. But for so many people, and myself included, I was just memorizing a bunch of random words, and it was just crushing my spirit because I would say these things and I would know that if I saw this particular word that if I said these other kind of related things that I had remembered from my Anki cards, that I could kind of fool enough people to think that I knew what I was talking about. But deep down, I truly did not understand the concepts, and Anki was just, again, accelerating that process and making it worse. If you're a medical student or a doctor preparing for either the USMLEs or COMLEX or one of your medical board exams, then be sure to sign up for our free 14-step program where we'll walk you through the most efficient ways for you to improve your score in a short period of time. And if you're interested in getting there faster, be sure to book a free call with our team where we'll break down what it is that's holding you back, and if it makes sense, explain how it is that we can help you to get there more efficiently.